right. And welcome back to Alcohol Content. What's going on, folks? A little tip of the hat there. We are back with another episode. We got some oldies, some reoccurring bottles. But before we get into those, who we're drinking with, we got Ryan.
I do declare.
He does declare. We got the Southern gentleman back.
Yes, sir.
And we got Rick.
Yes, hello.
And you got me, Austin, the Hat Man. What is going on? What are we drinking?
We are drinking the newest installments in the ongoing series of Larceny and Elijah Craig Barrel Strength.
We've gone to Heaven Hill products.
Oh, boy.
We like our Heaven Hill.
Is this deja vu, or have we done this episode 1,800 times?
It seems like we have.
We don't miss out on buying both Larceny and Elijah Craig come out 3 times a year with their barrel proof. And this is the May rendition, so we're a little late on this. And what we have in the glass right now is the Larceny, which is the weeded bourbon.
6 to 8 years.
Craig. Both Heaven Hill, exactly 6 to 8 years. This one is proof-wise 125.4 proof. So this is the B524, and it's about $65 for us, $65 to $70. And so, yeah, I don't miss buying every time they come out.
Trust me, there are so many of these bottles scattered between all of our residences.
Yeah.
There are.
You can't.
I got a few bottles. You got a few bottles. You got a few bottles. Maybe more than a few bottles.
I trip on them all the time. They're like a kid's Lego set.
Yeah.
You just trip on them constantly.
I enjoy them so much, I'm going to be honest, that if I pick one up and it's not limited, sometimes they limit to buying one, I will already, without ever tasting it, pick up a backup.
Yeah.
Because they sort of proven to me, for my palate, I really enjoy, especially the Elijah Craig.
Yeah. I mean, consistently, it's good. It's just you put them against each other, and then you find out.
That's always what these are. No matter what, if you don't know what these are, if you find any of them, any batch, you should buy them.
Yeah.
Because they are always good, and they're almost always better than other things in that price range.
Yeah, if you like bourbon, and you like high proof.
Yeah. If you know what these are, then you're only really looking for, is this better than the previous batch?
Yeah.
Or how does it stack up for the year? Whatever. So in general, buy them.
Yeah.
Like, they're awesome.
This is one of those unfortunate whiskey collector bottles where they just keep releasing more and more.
It's a brilliant marketing strategy.
But what I like about it is it's not so rare because it's 3 times a year that I don't have a problem. I mean, I don't have a problem drinking the whiskey, but I don't hang. It's like, I only got one bottle list, like the cellar aged Maker's Mark or whatever. It's like I treat that like gold because I've got one bottle and that's all I'll ever have of it type deal. This, it's like, friends come over, you share. So anyway, we have the Larceny. We poured the Larceny first. The mash bill is 68% corn, 20% wheat, because it is a wheated bourbon, and then 12% barley.
God, I really get that, like, that kind of clay, Play-Doh-y, like, note on the nose.
There is, I do know what you're talking about there.
It's been a while since I've had one of those.
I mean, there's quite a bit else going on, too, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's...
What's crazy is, so I've tasted it. The proof actually comes more on the nose than anything. Like on the tongue.
I haven't tasted, but I was just going to say, the proof-wise, I can't believe this. I'm actually having to keep moving it around because the proof is...
But beyond the nose, it's like, this is kind of an easy drinker.
Yeah.
120 what?
124, 25.4.
Ooh, Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Yahtzee.
That ain't low.
But I get sort of that... A little bit, I know what you're talking about, a little Play-Doh or clay or something.
I'd say it's actually more like so going on the texture-wise of clay, think of like a beard clay or like a beard cream or something that they would scent it with some like vanilla-y type.
Oh, okay.
Like that's going with the clay idea. It kind of makes me go towards beard cream, but you wouldn't know what that's like.
I was going to say, you sit there with beard cream?
Yeah. I use beard cream. That's what I do. I'm a man.
You cream your beard.
Oh, I cream my beard actually pretty often. Let me tell you about the last time I creamed my beard, okay? It was... wait a second. I'm not falling for that one, Ryan.
Yeah, listen here, pervert.
I think next time we have to have that Whipley snide lash like
Ooh, yeah, we should all grow our mustaches.
It'll be like something about Mary, you know, but with my mustache. Yeah, wow. That's not inappropriate.
Sorry, like and folks. Subscribe if you know that reference.
If you want more content like this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We're coming at you hot.
Well, what do you think on that?
Wink.
Yeah. I was trying to fill that void really quickly. What do you think of the taste then?
I mean, it's classic. I would say, so the A batch of Larceny was one of the best A batches that I think we've ever had. But again, the B is almost always a little sweeter, a little richer, a little more caramel. And that kind of goes for both the Larceny and the Elijah Craig typically. And I don't think this deviates. I think it's a little bit richer.
Do you guys get any tobacco notes?
A little bit at the back end.
Yeah.
Like some tobacco, leather/tobacco.
Yeah.
But before that, I think it's sweeter, exactly what you said, Ryan, sweeter than the A batch, which a lot of people weren't nuts about the A batch Larceny this year, but because it was in your face, sort of spicy.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we liked it.
If I could overgeneralize, it was pretty spicy. We did like it. This isn't as spicy, but there's a little kick going on there.
Yeah.
But I'm getting honestly some
tannin.
hazelnut. I'm getting some hazelnut going on there. Some caramel for sure. And then definitely some tobacco on the back end. Some leather.
I think that's my favorite part about it. It's like, oh, I just smoked a cigar. I don't need the nicotine. I just need to drink Larceny.
Yeah.
I need the alcohol.
There's a little wood spice going on.
Oh, yeah. The wood spice actually is really nicely, it's like a ripple. Like you throw a stone into a really smooth pond, and the wood spice just kind of spreads throughout your tongue with the proof.
Yeah, the proof, it's riding the proof for sure.
I'm telling you. I mean, I think overall, it's sort of like the stock market with Larceny, that since they came out with these 3 times a year, there's ups and downs in it, but overall, the trend line for me for Larceny is going up. I mean, but the trend is up.
I mean, if you drink whiskey, like you don't need, we have too much whiskey. That's just the truth. We have too much whiskey.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't going to have as much whiskey as we do. If this is one of your 3 bottles that you have, and you just drink this and you move on to the next one, like this is a great bottle to just consistently get, because it's always going to be slightly different, interesting. Sometimes it might be like, whoa, this is totally different. And good. It's always good. I think there was one that we didn't really like, but it's more compared to itself. So it's just like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this actually. I like the spice.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I think it's more balanced than the A, and it's fun. The experience is fun.
To me, it is for sure. I'm glad you said that. I think it's more balanced than the A. I mean, we don't have the A here, for what I recollect. It seems more finessed than the A, more put together. It's simple lines intertwining.
Yes.
But I honestly pick up some hazelnut. There's some interesting little mocha or something going on there.
Yeah, that's it. It's exactly the correct description. It's mocha. Definitely a mocha with, like, when you go to your diner and you add in that hazelnut cream to your diner coffee because it tastes so bitter and bad. But it's that flavor mixed with a nice mocha. No coffee. I'm more talking about the hazelnut cream.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's like you kind of are nailing that. Although it's interesting because it's hiding behind that milk hazelnut chocolate sweetness is hiding behind wood spice and proof.
Yeah.
It's like this is strangely more warming than I've ever felt a Larceny.
I think it's really well. There's a lot going on and it's well balanced. It's much more finesse than the A and some of this stuff in the past, my opinion.
Yeah.
I like that one.
All right.
So again, that's the B524. So we're out west, so many times we don't, so it's May.
Yeah.
We're sitting here late summer now. So
yeah, whiskey doesn't travel fast on the Oregon Trail.
We've had it for a while. Exactly.
Yes,
dysentery.
Yeah, somebody got dysentery on the way.
So now we each
Wagon lost its wheel.
We each have the Elijah Craig. Again, batch B524, but the difference here is this is a rye bourbon. So this is 130.6. So
130 what?
Yeah, so
130.
That should be against the law.
So it's 5.
Where's the FDA when you need them?
It's 5.
Wait, sorry, the ATF.
The ATF.
And also it's 11 years and 2 months. So they've come off the 12-year, but it is 11 years and 2 months. So it's got more age than the Larceny. And I think the mash bill is 78.
Smells so good.
Yeah.
78 corn, 12 rye.
Right away with the nose, you can tell it's aged more.
Yeah.
With a higher proof, it is much more mild than the Larceny was.
Yeah, good point. I'm not getting that sting on the nose like I did with the Larceny a little bit.
Really rich, but not, it's almost like, it's kind of shallow. Like, it's not a deep flavor note. And shallow is not a negative term. It's more just like,
surfacey.
Like, my nose is only... the spectrum is not going really high. It's not going really low.
A
It's
mile
just right.
wide and an inch deep.
Yeah,
type
exactly.
Deal.
Yeah.
No, I would agree with that. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm just saying what I. But yeah, I mean, I can inhale this a lot.
I would
more
put
than
this
the
in a
Larceny.
candle. This scent needs to be a candle.
Ooh.
But not a shitty bourbon candle, because that's like whenever you get a bourbon candle, it's always just smells terrible. Like this smell. We need scientists to put this into a candle.
Well. We don't need scientists to bet. I've ended up many recipes I do now have bourbon in them.
So
my brownies that I make, we're approaching. Ooh, there's a lot of there's a lot of liquid float in these brownies.
Forget weed brownies. It's all about the Elijah Craig brownies.
Yeah. So again, as a reminder, difference
drunken
brownies.
This is rye versus the Larceny was weeded bourbon. A little bit more proof, 130, and certainly more age.
All right, so now that I've been sniffing it for a while, I'm getting coffee, like fresh bean.
Yeah,
not ground, just like fresh bean coffee from the bag.
Yeah, good beans.
Yeah.
Well, butter my biscuits and dip me in honey. That is so good.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
In fact, quote our friend Brady, who was on the Irish episode.
Oh, yeah. Definitely go back and watch that. Wink, wink. Don't do that. Yeah. It's a train wreck.
That was a train wreck. But to quote him, this is a testament to man's hubris.
We didn't set this up to truly do the side by side and like compare.
No.
We just went, okay, they're both the mid-year releases of these. But because we are back to back, I thought the Larceny was really good. And I'm not done unpacking this one yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Elijah Craig is just one of the best bourbon brands on the market.
Yeah.
Just top to bottom, hands down. And they never disappoint.
Wow.
I mean, it's just aged longer and just not weeded. Which it would be really interesting to have the Larceny get to the point where they're doing the same thing as Elijah Craig, where it's like, 11 months or 11 years and 2 months. And but just weeded instead.
Well, yes, that would be fun. But I disagree because I love the Larceny line. And I love that Larceny is similar, but its own thing. And so you get to just try them back and forth between the weeded and not weeded. But in this case, the age is the thing that's separating the two.
That's what I'm saying.
I definitely love the Larceny. And Rick, you said I love the Larceny and now I'm trying Elijah Craig. The Elijah Craig is a different palate. And it's more a heavier palate to where when you taste it, that flavor is lasting. The proof isn't moving the wood spice or anything. Like this is a very different experience.
Yeah.
This is age. This is
I'm
aged
still
bourbon.
I'm still feeling my sip.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, 2 minutes later, it's like
all of the flavor notes are just like it's a wall just blasting through your tongue.
Yeah. Tsunami.
It's good. It's just it's way more intense in the darker tones.
Yes.
for sure.
It's rich.
Sure.
It's deep. It's
Yeah.
And because there's rye in there, I'm almost
brings you into deep waters.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. From an amateur MMA guy, right? I'm surprised that you
MMA, baby.
you pulled that out.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Khabib.
Oh,
He's like a wrestler, a Russian wrestler, MMA.
Dagestani.
Yeah.
And he said in an interview one time, he was like, I will bring you into deep waters and make you question yourself or whatever.
And he did that. Now he's retired. Now he teaches the other best MMA fighters.
But that's what this is doing.
Yeah. Welcome to MMA alcohol content, where we drink.
so he's sort of like a crocodile, right?
Yeah.
Takes you under the water and rolls you around.
Yep.
And you ain't coming up, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
what my wife calls me.
Funny, that's not what she told me.
I mean, with that beard, you're kind of getting Dagestani a little bit.
This is rich. I mean, there is some rye spice on there. I'm almost getting like a chili pepper from the rye. There's some pepper, then a chili pepper. But then there's all this charred like brown sugar richness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a torch that was just taken to all of the things that you thought were sweet. It's just like
this is what East Egg, not the West Egg.
Oh yeah, and
yeah. This is old money.
Yeah, old money versus new money.
I'm doing Gatsby, dude.
Great Gatsby.
Yeah,
the Great Gatsby.
Read a book, Austin.
Nah, dude.
Oh wow,
I'm good.
Look at the breadth of him.
Yeah, I'm going all over the place.
What is happening?
MMA.
The only thing I know
literature.
Is I bite my tooth at you or whatever they say.
I take my knuckles dragging on the ground and then I open that book.
Exactly. He's an enlightened warrior.
Ooh,
I nailed the egg too. West Egg and East Egg.
Okay.
You did.
Damn, old money, new money.
What am I?
You're new money. Very obviously new money.
Well, and really with your
hat.
You're Gatsby. You're Gatsby.
Okay. I'll have a book written
Larceny, to keep with this, Larceny is the new money, and
they're
Craig
West
is the
Egg,
old money. Yes,
East Egg.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Now I understand. I took an English class.
So
at some point.
Larceny's good, but wants to let you know it's good.
Yeah.
Elijah Craig barrel proof is good and can.
It doesn't care what you think.
It doesn't care what you think.
It knows it's better than you.
Yeah.
And it thinks you should also know that.
Yeah. And it is.
Going all over the board, dodgeball. Like, we're better than you, and we know it.
Wow. This is what you're here for, folks. We are educated, one might say.
I feel like I'm a Family Guy episode right now.
Oh my God.
Just pulling random references.
Which, by the way, in the Olympics, I swear to God, I saw a replica of that chick on dodgeball, the sort of the ugly one on the purple dragons or whatever.
I wish I could remember her name.
Oh, it was like I went, that's the dodgeball chick. Only it was just a competitor.
Yeah, that's awesome. It is
so
her.
Funny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what else is there to say? Pick it up.
Elijah,
Pick it up, folks.
Yeah, Elijah Craig makes me bleed my own blood.
These are both really good expressions of these lineups. Like, if you've tried the A, these are probably both better than the A versions.
I would agree.
I mean, it easily stacks up to its own, and it's obviously better than most other things that you can buy.
Yeah. One of these days, we'll have to do a blind against a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Find the best of the best.
So many that we do end up blind.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's some Patreon content.
Because we kind of do these in a vacuum because, every few months, it's not like, what are we going to do? Go grab all of the bottles? Like, how many years have they been doing this at this point?
I can't remember.
We have every installment of these over the past, 5 years.
Yeah. So that's like, yes, we can go back and try the other ones, but we like to. These are the new ones. These are the ones you can go buy.
Yeah.
So,
Again, I said it at the beginning. I'm going to say it again. These are Heaven Hill products. I love them. I don't listen to anybody. I just go pick them up if I can find them, and I pick up a backup immediately.
Yeah.
I like them both for their own reasons, for the price point, for barrel proof, uniqueness. There are some better than others, but they're for the most part are both ascending. Larceny ascending is at a steeper rate because it's newer. It's a newer product. Than
Larceny
the
ascending sounds like a sci-fi movie.
Larceny ascending.
Yeah.
I like
the
that.
Wachowski siblings are gonna.
Yeah, Larceny ascending.
Are gonna.
But I also don't
direct
mind. I mean, you can get them readily enough. At least we can. That sharing the share. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like your most coveted bottle. That's like your friend comes in and then pours Coke in it or whatever. And again, drink what you want when, but you probably shouldn't have 15-year bourbon. And
why would you pour cocaine in this?
Cocaine. Yeah. Well.
Been there, done that.
Whatever, Gatsby.
Good stuff.
All right. That's it, folks. You pick them up. If you see it, you buy it. If you're new to this stuff, if you just bought a bottle and you're like, what is it? I reaffirm that this tastes good. It does. It tastes good. This is good juice. Like the episode because it's good juice. Comment. Let us know. Are you tired of these bottles? I'm not. I don't think we are.
No.
Never will be.
Is it every 3 months? Every 4 months?
It's 3 times a year. So
4 months. Every 4 months, we get a new iteration. It's fantastic. Yep. And Heaven Hill is just one of the best distilleries. So, boom, there you go, folks. Catch you later.